And we're back. So we've just done our first round of downtime, and then we'll get on to the second one. But Mel, you have you completed an XP track.
Yeah, I have filled up my XP, so I get to choose a new special ability, which is kind of hard because there's a lot of cool ones. The one I'm looking at though, well, there's two I'm looking at. One of which is Mechanic's Heart. When you speak from your heart, your words can reach even the most hardened criminal, and you gain potency. Because that's kind of cool. I don't actually have any skills that would I would be able to use to do that though.
Yeah, you'd get potency, but you still don't have dice. But remember, you can always you can always spend stress to get dice. So
yeah, totally. It is pretty tempting, but I think maybe that's a thing for later on. So the other one I'm looking at is Construct Speaker. Machines speak to you when you study them. The first time you roll a critical while fixing or building a particular machine, you may add a simple modification to it.
Nice.
Cool.
Which is in the crafting section.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Machines got workings and they just
long
speak
section.
to me. Like that, like the mechanic. The reason the mechanic is maybe my favorite playbook is because it's just Kaylee. It's just Kaylee Fry. Like the reason she's got the reason the mechanic has an ability that makes people listen to you is because people listen to Kaylee.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's so good because she's sweet and speaks from the heart and this doesn't have all the pretension and everything of the others. Yeah, it's really lovely. Yeah, so those are the ones I am considering at the moment, and I think there's one of Overclock. When you spend a gambit on a rig roll to repair or upgrade, treat the system you worked on as one quality higher for the remainder of the job.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
It is pretty decent. Actually, the more I think about that, the more I like that. I'm going to go with Overclock. Yeah, I want to do just some ridiculous crafty stuff. Let's see. Cool.
All right. Well, who has another downtime action they would like to do?
Yeah, I'm thinking of just training. I'm going to put one, just in my playbook advancement.
Cool. Excellent. So they can get an XP. What does that training look like for you?
I think it... You know what? I'm actually going to change... No. All right. That training looks like basically what I was doing in the library is, interacting with people in this new place and using my brain in ways that I wasn't meant to before. And not necessarily learning more about studying, but learning more about my own abilities.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Yeah. So we get a montage of you talking to librarians and going through index cards and being like, how do you use these and all this sort of stuff. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Very nice. Mel, do you have another action you'd like to take?
I do. Yeah. So, and also you mentioned that you can spend cred to get an extra downtime action, yeah?
Yep.
Because I'm gonna be doing 3, just because I have a lot of shit to do. Learning a skill is study, yeah? Like learning a language?
Yeah. I think that's a long-term project to learn a language. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. No, that's all good. I am instead going to... Okay. I'm going to get, no, the girl is not living in the brig anymore. It's creepy, and I feel really guilty about that. Can we, She's quite small. Can we put up like a temporary hammock somewhere or something?
Do you want to acquire
Is
a
that
hammock?
feasible? Was that like acquiring an asset or how?
If you want to acquire things for her to be comfortable, that's acquire an asset.
Yeah. Okay, right.
That doesn't just come under like crew gear.
No.
Yeah.
And it's temporary as well, so it'll fall apart eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
no,
like
totally.
the thing about acquire asset is that it's not like just buying a thing and you always have it. I'm allowed to take it away pretty easily.
Okay, what is the process for like spending resources to upgrade our ship rather than XP?
Yeah, let me find it. I think it's in the ship section. Did we pay the upkeep? We did, didn't we? Yep. No, we didn't. We didn't pay the upkeep.
What stage does it happen?
It's during downtime.
Okay, we haven't done that yet. We haven't done any ship downtime yet.
So someone needs to. So the ship needs to spend a credit. I'm just going to take it off the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool. That's easy. Now, ship modules. A new module can be purchased when the crew advances. Yeah, it says that you have to you can purchase it when you do an advance.
Okay. Yep. No, that's all good. Not a problem. Can assets contribute at all towards long-term project clocks, or is it just like rolling is the only thing that does that?
I mean, what sort of like assets might could increase your result.
Right.
But, you can just do that by spending money,
right?
Right? That's basically what that looks like mostly.
Yeah, sweet. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, my idea is to get her out of the brig and let her more or less have free run of the ship and feed her, because I think it looks like she actually does need to eat and drink and stuff. I guess
sorry,
contributing towards my long-term clock by actually just spending time with her and with her around the ship and observing her and that kind of thing.
Sure. Yep. So what's your clock?
It's long-term clock to basically understand what her dealio is.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking about, getting a hammock so that she's not so she can not be confined to the creepy brig.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're consorting with her.
Sorry.
Sounds like you're consorting with her.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Oh.
So is it is buying buying a hammock as an asset, is that a downtime action of its own?
If you want to,
in addition,
if you want to acquire the asset, then yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think at the moment, I'll get.
I mean,
the asset.
you can. I think if you're consorting with her, you can probably do something something small, right? You can spend some creds on a hammock, right? That's not going to make her comfortable in the space. It's just going to reduce the distress.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'll do that then. I'll go for a consort. Awesome.
I just like the image of this creepy little girl with the the Goldilocks hair and the weird eyes and the thing and trying to climb up into a hammock and being really inept.
Yeah. Pick her up and put her in the hammock. It's adorable. Great. I will consort. So for downtime actions, what do to get a bonus?
It sounds like you're doing your
Devil's
long-term
bargains,
project.
yes or no?
You're doing your long-term project, and yes, you can get bonus dice if you want them. So you can you can spend stress, or you can talk to me about Devil's Bargain, all those sorts of things.
I would like a Devil's Bargain, please.
I mean, it sounds like you're converting it sounds like you're doing a conversion on the brig.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So that means you're not going to have a functional brig while you got her on the ship in this format.
Okay. Ooh.
That would be the devil's bargain. You're making it into a nice brig.
That's a pretty cool devil's bargain. I mean, I'll check with the others and see how they feel about that then, because that's kind of our livelihood. Yeah, so guys, I feel kind of weird about keeping her in the brig. For the moment, is it okay if we kind of like convert it so it's a bit more habitable?
It's perfectly habitable right now. I often sleep off hangovers in there.
Wait, so what are we losing to make it habitable?
The main thing that's important here is, does the door lock from the outside? Right?
Yes.
This is the if you want it to be like nice and habitable, the door has to not lock from the outside so she can come and go.
Yeah. I mean, is there an option? Yeah, totally.
That's the devil's bargain here, right? Is you're making it not secure.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Tash. It needs to be a brig. It's what we do.
Yep. No, that's fair enough.
I love your spirit. I love your heart, but we are not a space child moulding center. And
we are a space child smuggling center.
Brig, as smart and as clever as that move is to make our guest feel more comfortable in her new spot.
No, you're right. We need it. We need to keep earning creds at the end of the day. Okay, cool. I'll push myself.
Now, I support you. I support you in adopting this child, but maybe you need to think about the fact that this is not a good family environment for this child. I am a sweet cinnamon bun. Shit.
I know that, bun. This is just short term till we figure out what's going on here. I've got someone who we can leave her with. I just want to know what's going on first.
The problem is if it becomes a long term, and even in the short term, then how do we make money? We get a job, and we need to get a bad person. Imagine we're hired to track down a person like me. We need to put them in the brig. Do you want them to go in a brig? Do you want a person like me to go in a brig that cannot be locked?
You're totally right. I agree. That's not gonna work. So I'll look into some other option. I mean, like I'll use my downtime action to buy a hammock then, if that's as an asset.
I mean, I don't think that. I feel like the acquiring an asset here doesn't, like, you don't have space in this ship. You can consort to try and like work out your clock, but I don't feel like, unless like, I feel like you don't have space in the ship. If you want to dump her on the like station with someone, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I will help you with that. I will help you with that.
Yeah, you could acquire an asset babysitter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nothing could ever go wrong babysitting that freaky child.
Okay, cool. Well, then can I hit up one of my contacts?
Sure.
We haven't established where they live, so I mean, this seems to be a place we return to semi-regularly. So
SB-176. I mean, it's not a good place to be returning to regularly. It's pretty heavily.
It's a great place to be returning to regularly.
I mean, it's a corporate mining world that's covered in surveillance.
Oh. Fair, when you put it that way. The drinks are cheap though.
I mean, the drinks in the workers section are cheap, but also you pay for them by providing your identification.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, short term, like I'm not going to convert the brig. I won't worry about an asset or anything. I'll just, as I mentioned, I'll do that consort roll.
Yeah. If you want to go to a different system to find somewhere like that would be safer for you, we can do that as well. But yeah.
Okay. Right.
But
yeah, out of character, I want to have a look at the different options before deciding. So I'll just worry about that next downtime.
Sure.
Okay, I'll make my consult roll and I will spend stress. Fingers crossed.
Let's see how you
No, that's real bad.
Oh god.
Whoa.
I just need to get a charger, guys. We're back a moment.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds.
Yeah.
That sounds like you try and do a clone thing with her. What's right? Like, what's the clone thing that you try and do with her that does not? Also, if you want to resist this, but like basically, she's gonna be like freaked the fuck out.
Oh, God.
This is very funny.
I can't.
I mean, you still advance your clock one space, right? Like, you are making progress.
Yeah.
It's just that you're making progress in bad ways.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. I won't. I can't afford the stress to resist it. So, just thinking about what it could be.
Do you just assume that everyone's okay with needles?
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Yep. You're like, hey, I want to learn a bit about you. Can I have some of your blood?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And like, it's no big deal for you because you're a clone and they do that all the time. Yeah. And she has a massive panic attack and like,
oh no,
and like freaks out and like goes and like hides, like clinging to Barton's leg, like looking out like from behind. And like, it's like, yeah, it's like,
real bad.
Right, like,
oh,
it's like, why do you do this?
I goofed.
Aww.
Okay,
what did you do, Tash? I left the compartment, I walked back in, and now there was a small bot clinging to my leg.
I was just going to take a blood sample. It's not a big deal. I mean, this is hardly even a needle. It's like an enormous like syringe.
How many blood samples have you had taken from you in your life?
Literally,
yeah, like
thousands.
a billion, right? Yeah.
Yep.
1,578.
Sampha, how are you doing?
Yeah. I wear armor. Why should someone have a sample when you can just kill them?
Okay, so none for Sampha. I've had maybe 3 or 4, and most of those guys lived. People don't just. It's okay. Take the child off my leg.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm very sorry.
She's like holding your hand and like trying to work out like, do I trust this person? And, like shaking like a leaf.
I'm gonna like put the needle elsewhere. Like make a point of
she
putting
seems
it
to calm
elsewhere.
down a bit once the needle is no longer humanly visible.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Great.
Go with your mum. Go with your mum.
Because none of us know what Jar Jar means either yet. So
yeah. No, you know what that you know what that means. You just know what the other bit means.
Oh, okay, right, yeah, cool. Oh, yes, yeah, I remember now.
You don't know what
awesome.
means.
Okay, cool.
You don't know what Diwu means. You know what JJ means.
Yeah.
JJ is.
That's my downtime then.
Cool.
So that's one progress on the clock.
Yep, make 1 progress on your clock.
Cool.
Do you want to do one, Barton?
I've looked at the list and I'm not sure there's much more I can do because I've cleared my stress.
In which case, maybe you want to start a long-term project.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What would...
Or like acquire an asset, right? Like you could... No,
I've got an idea. Let me just have another look at... means... Here's my long-term project. You know how... there's a dude with my favorite gun tracking me down.
Yeah.
I want to start tracking him down first.
Nice. Very nice. I like it.
And here we are at this horrible, hidden, not quite center of like this huge area of scum and villainy, so to speak. Seems like a good place to start.
I mean, yeah, this place that you're in is like, so if you want to start here on SB-176, it is it's Cloud City, right? Like it's a corporate gas giant, mining gas giant that is covered in surveillance, and like abuses its working class.
Yeah, it's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Long-term project.
Excellent.
So it says if I have the means, I'm guessing I do, roll an action and mark segments in the project clock per level.
Talk to me about how you're doing this.
All right. So what am I doing? What I'm doing is I am waiting outside places that I would. I'm not going in there. I'm staking out places I'd normally hang out in to see who's staking them out.
Right.
What am I doing?
Cool. So yeah, that sounds like study to me, or skulk, which seems.
I think it's not skulk. It sounds yeah.
I am okay with skulk because that I actually have. So am I rolling skulk?
Yes, you are. Yeah, and it's just risky and standard.
Risky. Standard. Yeah, cool. Well, I can afford the stress. I'm going to push myself and take 2 stress.
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
Nice.
How do we go?
Why aren't you
5.
showing-
Nice. Which means you get.
That's real cool.
I think you get 3 spaces on your clock or 2. I can't remember. So do you know where to put spaces on? Did you see where to put clocks button?
Okay, so that gives me long-term project is 5, is 2 spaces, and where does that go?
On your character sheet on the right, a bit down, just above the notes section, there's a clocks section. So you create a new clock. This is an 8-segment clock.
Clocks, add. Okay, got it. Yeah, well, lovely.
And you've just ticked off for a 5. You get 2 spaces on your clock.
Okay, I'm tracking down Krieger, a fine blaster. So I get currently 0, so I get 2 spaces.
Pardon?
So 2 spaces?
Yeah, 2 spaces. Yep.
Yeah, cool, done.
Cool, very nice.
Cool, all right.
Excellent.
I really see your next trauma effect is obsessed or something like that.
Cool. Yeah.
Good
Cold.
Yeah.
Well, yes, absolutely. Yes. And then paranoid, then reckless. Okay, I got this tracked out.
Cool. All right. So, seeing as you don't have, do we have a thing that is a standard method for getting jobs, or do we just?
Pre-job, I want to spend cred to get another downtime action.
Pardon?
Before we do a job,
You want to spend a credit to get more
wanna-
downtime? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, cool.
Doesn't the ship get downtime as well? Do we get to do something with the ship?
Do we? I'll have a look.
That would be cool.
I'll have a look.
I thought that's when we upgraded it or whatever.
No, we did that because we leveled it up.
Ah.
Because
Yeah.
it gets XP, similar to how we do.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so, I am going to indulge a vice. And
Guys,
which
are you going back
is-
down to that fucking club?
Oh, God. No. That was clearly a bad idea at the time. I'm going to do something a bit more self-contained. I'm going to buy some drugs.
You're gonna buy drugs and hang off the edge of a platform, just tripping out, watching the clouds.
Yeah, no, totally.
You don't even need to buy drugs. You could just take them from my pack. That's how desperate you are. Maybe you go against.
that's
we'll
an
find out
option.
when she rolls the dice, right?
Hey.
Yep. You should be able to click the device button on your character sheet, and it should work it out for you.
Cool. Let's see. Anyone helping me on this one?
I don't think you can get help on a vice roll.
No.
Well,
We tried.
Okay, so for any downtime roll, add 1 die roll if you get help from a friend.
Oh, yeah, if you're getting help from a friend, so get an extra dice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I am there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Barton is invited. Like,
I mean, like,
I'm not sure that that's a good idea, but okay.
I have drugs in my bag all the time.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, let's just make this a crew drug party then. Like.
All right. Cool.
But it's maximum 1 bonus dice. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. 3. That's all right.
As long as you don't go over, you don't overindulge, so that's good.
I do not. So awesome. Great. Yeah, so like bliss out on Nebula or something.
Very nice.
Man, I feel so relaxed right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice change.
Have I ever told you, Sampha, have I ever told you? Have I ever told you? Sampha.
Told Sampha what? What did he say?
Subtle.
It's true though.
Yeah.
And my hands are so big. Cool. Excellent. That's on my downtimes then.
Awesome.
That was fun.
Cool. Your ship has started saying something else.
Oh no.
What's up, ship? What do you got to say?
The ship is repeating just a series of numbers.
So is this like the day after or something?
Yeah.
Guys, why is the ship talking?
Shut up. Numbers. Stop it.
The little old lady is just repeating. Is
Is
just
that
repeating
still
numbers.
happening?
Are we taking crew?
81,005.6. 71,009.1.
We kind of took crew, like spirit crew, maybe?
Oh, what?
Yeah, sorry, it happened all the way back from the previous job. Just this voice started repeating everything that we were saying. I thought we got rid of it. Sampha did a whole dancing thing.
I thought we'd got rid of it.
Is that why the ship smells like burning?
Sorry?
Is that why the ship smells like burning?
Yeah. Don't ask about Diana's robe.
Okay, I won't ask about Diana's robe, but Diana will ask about Diana's robe.
And now we're all in this together.
Oh,
now we should all keep this quiet.
What did the ship just say?
Right.
We just repeat it all in this together. But it occasionally like stops and repeats you, and sometimes it repeats you, and sometimes it just says numbers. But it's a repeating pattern of numbers.
Are they coordinates?
Might be.
I'm gonna go to the computer, like
type them in. This is controlled and controlled and standard.
Okay, and what is study?
Cool.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Let's give this a go. Oh goddamn!
The spirit does not want you to talk to it or fuck with it at all.
No.
You talk it. What happens is, you type it in, and then the comms goes weird, and then suddenly they're just locked in as coordinates. And like
shit.
It's like they're like you are incapable of entering another route or destination currently.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
God.
now locked in as our destination, yeah.
How do we fix that with Rig?
Or resist the consequence.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Now let's just go. What were we gonna do anyway?
I mean, like, do I know what those coordinates are?
It's
there a way
very
to find
similar to
out?
where you just fucking came from.
Oh, really? Oh, God. Okay, yeah.
Where did
right.
you come from?
Uh,
the job, right.
yeah.
I bet it went really bad. I bet there were lots of explosions. Probably body count and people looking for you back there, right?
Actually, literally the opposite. There was like one person who died.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't really notice either.
Okay.
It was very quick, and then Tash sort of leaped
Wait,
off
are
them.
you saying he didn't notice slowly, like, agonizingly drowning in space?
Okay.
How would that be slow?
Button context. Someone may have got pulled out of a window into space.
Maybe because
In a bathrobe.
someone shot into space to project them through space.
I'm not criticizing, I'm just explaining.
I'm the last to criticize for a body count, trust me.
Anyway, it was fine. It was no
Okay,
big deal.
anyway, this is locked in. Honestly, I don't really know how this thing works or how we get rid of this thing other than just going where I think it wants us to go.
Can I have a go at rigging the
I
system
think we're fine.
or rolling rig to undo or understand what's going on with the
Yep.
system or where it's going to take us?
Yep. So if it's rigging, it's limited effect and risky.
Yep. All right,
If it were
Sampha,
hacking,
can you
you'd
help
have
me with the
standard
pilot?
effect.
Yeah, I can totes help you.
Is that
I
cool?
can give you. Yeah, I'll help you.
Ash, is that cool?
Yeah. How?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I thought you said Tash.
Well, she's the pilot, so I'm trying to work out what exactly has happened to our navigational systems that these random numbers have locked in, and I'm trying to work out either how to unlock them, how to unlock them, and how they got in there in the first place.
Cool. Yeah. Then yeah, I think Sampha can help you. By trying to use the manual controls to the ship to see if they can get it to move in other directions at all. It doesn't seem to be responding, but maybe you'll get some small little bit of freedom.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. All right. Done. So that is. So Sampha, you take 1 stress.
Yep.
And so what am I rolling? It's a limited or control?
Limited. It's risky and limited.
Risky and limited. That's where I live. Limited. And 1 bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not 1.
1 to 3 is the same result, friend.
Well, I'm going to resist that.
Okay, sure. Do you want to know what you're resisting first?
Sorry?
Do you want to know what you're resisting first?
Yeah, okay, good call.
Because guess what? This thing's going to kick in the fucking warp drive.
Shit.
It's going to
So
accelerate.
it's now we're on our way
We don't have a
there.
warp drive as far as I know.
No, we have that. Jump drive.
Actually,
Jump
you know
drive.
what
Sorry,
I'm
it's
gonna
kicking
do?
in the jump
I'm gonna
drive.
just do fingery motions and let the engine kick in.
Cool. Awesome. So, it jumps out. So, you're pretty sure you had to take
Definitely
3.
not that.
You feel like you had to take a couple of. You had to take a couple of jumps, a couple of way lanes to get between the nebula and between the maelstrom and the and SB-176. This time it seems to have just picked just jumped into a lane and run it, and
Wow.
you pop out of the pretty colors of warp space, and you're like, hey, this is the nebula. It's got all the floating wreckage of ships and the pretty colored dust, and there's a big wreckage of a ship. Oh, that's a leaking drive core. We're moving at full speed towards that.
Oh god.
It's getting you as fast as possible towards whatever the fuck that giant crashed ship is.
Sanfa, get us out of that trajectory. I will help.
Thanks, Leafington.
Yeah. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my
Yeah,
god.
a corpse in a
Alright,
rope bounces off your off of your windscreen.
Hey, who's that guy? Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay, so it's hitting us right there at a ship. Great.
Yeah, okay. I want to lead a group action. Everyone, hands on deck. We are getting the fuck away from this.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to use both of my starting abilities.
What are
abilities.
your starting abilities?
So, my starting ability is Ace Pilot. So I have potency on all speed-related rolls. And when I roll to resist the consequences of piloting, I get plus 1d. So I think that this is, I don't know, both, maybe?
You're not resisting consequences yet. You might need to.
Yet. Yeah. This is a backup. Okay, it's like, okay, speed, and then if it goes wrong.
You have potency, though.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. I have potency, and whenever I lead a group action, I gain plus 1 scale.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you're helming.
So I don't know if that.
So in this group action, you're rolling helm. Are other people rolling? You've got scale and potency, so you might actually end up with. You're going from limited effect up to great because you've got scale and potency. I think that's fair.
Awesome.
Cool.
But I want to know, what are other people rolling? Are they also? You're rolling helm. I don't know that. What are other people rolling to help with this?
Helm.
I would like to know: is there a way to essentially bypass the navigation system and like manually activate jets and to change the direction that we're going?
That sounds like rigging.
Yep. Then I will be using rigging. If this is working on a clock with rig or hack, then I feel plus 1 segment as well.
Probably not a clock.
It's not on a clock.
Right.
This is
Right.
to.
Mm-hmm.
This is. There's only one problem here, and it is you are moving very fast towards the equivalent of a burning ship, right?
Yeah, cool.
The clock is 1 step, and that step is boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so
Cool.
I will roll rig.
All right.
So everyone roll your dice as you hurtle towards the giant broken saucer in front of you with like all of the like beams and like pieces of like floating debris around it, and the giant glowing leaking core right in the center.
So what was my position? Is still risky.
Your position is still, it's still risky.
Okay. To great effect.
Yeah, risky and great.
And I'm helping.
You could push. You could, if you're doing something cool, you could push for like, you could push for desperate and ridiculous, whatever the one is, like above great.
Extreme.
Yeah, you could go for like desperate and extreme, but you'd have to tell me like how. It seems like risky and great at the moment.
No, I think we're all right.
Okay.
And you get 1. Yeah.
Risky, great. Yeah, 1 dice. Submit it.
Cool. So everyone rolls all their dice. We take the max out of all of you.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
And any ones do stress to Sanfa, right?
Yeah, I think that's the way it works.
So we just do like roll d6 or something?
You should be able to roll your helm. You should be able to roll helm.
Cool.
Risky and great. I was trying to tell him.
Oh no, sorry, Sanfa.
Whoa! I'm gonna just pass out right at the start. Excellent.
It's okay.
Oh,
Do you do the thing where like Sanfa's there being like?
Do I get 3 stress?
Yeah, you get 3 stress. And Sanfa's there being like, the inertial dampener's not working. The inertial dampener's not working, and then Barton just goes, boop, like on a button is like inertial dampener. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you careen towards the dish, towards the giant saucer shape, with its like horrible orange glowing core, and then manage to like veer off to the side, and like scrape along part of the broken off part of the saucer, like just, and we hear the horrible sound of like metal on metal in space. And then we see you slowly drift to a stop, and we just hear in the background 71,009.2. Right, like it's just saying the numbers again.
It's saying the same numbers as before.
Yeah.
And are we
Okay,
at those
could we?
numbers?
Yeah.
Pardon?
How close are we to those coordinates?
You are not at the point, but you're at the integers of those coordinates.
We're at the point 2 of
Yeah.
Excellent.
Look, we're here now. We might as well actually go to. I don't know how this mystical stuff works.
All
So
I know,
you're just gonna
you
space
guys-
jump in?
I'm going to my locker and I'm getting some gear. So I'm gearing up.
Cool. Yeah, you should
Very
all do
cool.
that.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
Alright.
Is this phase-wise? Is this our job?
I mean, this sounds like a job now. I think you've just made it a
Okay,
job.
cool.
Effectively, yeah.
Cool. Alright.
Basically, I want to make sure that
Heavy-
I've got my stuff on my character sheet sorted, and it's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
We just tick
Spacesuit.
our load, right?
Spacesuit.
Yeah, you
We
just pick your
only
load.
tick our items when we use them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure all your items
When
are
you're
hunted.
carrying,
Alright. Okay, so what's the plan? Are we gonna space jump to this place again? We don't have a shuttle. Diana's taken off with it.
You have access to
I
your
mean, let's-
shuttle. Mechanically, you do. Diana is doing her own thing. You have access to the shuttle.
Oh, okay.
I can't mechanically take that away from you.
I mean, let's. Can we get closer in the ship first? Like, we're not. It's not like we're being fired at or anything, right? Like,
No, yeah, you can.
But also
Just,
let's just take the ship, and I mean, we have grappling hooks on the ship. Like, we can literally, if we find some wreckage or something that we really need to check out, we can actually latch onto it and drag it somewhere safer.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Annoying mechanical question: does a spacesuit have a communicator within it, or do I need a?
no,
No.
because communicator is a separate option.
That's what you were going to
Yeah.
say. Cool, already good. Ticked.
What does my double tick space suit do in comparison to a one tick space suit?
Uses up 2 spaces.
There's a 1-tick spacesuit.
No,
Well, I
so
don't
if
know,
something,
like,
if
why
something has
would
2
I
boxes,
ever
it means it uses up 2 load when you have it.
Because it's bulky.
It's bulky.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ha, well, I didn't do that last time.
You know
Cool.
now.
Yep.
Now.
Okay, let's go
yeah,
check this
so-
out.
Yeah, we're gonna do a bit of an orbit around it, see if there's anything that we should like bring in to our hull.
Sure.
Yeah, we do that.
All right, so I'm not going to make you roll to like pilot the ship around here, but if you're scanning it, it sounds like a study.
Cool.
Does
Okay,
anyone
I
have
mean,
anything to study?
yeah,
Attached
I can
to
do
us?
it.
Cool.
Yep.
Excellent. All right, so I'm just like chilling, piloting through the rubble because I'm a skilled as fuck pilot.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, and Tash will do some studying.
Great. Yeah, I will look at what kind of, and hell, we have long range scanners as well on our ship, so we can
Yeah, if you have
start
long range
getting a
scanners,
rate
it's
on
going
it before we.
to give you, it's going to increase your possible results. I'm going to give you standard instead of limited.
Great. What's my position?
Controlled, right?
I mean, it's
It's
pretty
fine.
controlled now
They're
because
fine.
you rolled great on your stop hurtling towards the ship. And yeah,
Very
and
cool.
your long range scanners, because you have the long range scanners, you're able to read through the radiation coming off the core.
Ah, nice.
So that's
That's
how you
pretty
get
great.
standard out of that.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Cool.
Can I get a devil's bargain?
Devil's bargain? Yeah, you can. I mean, if you were to go, I mean,
getting up
you've
close
got
to
got
it?
the if you have no, if you're gonna take the shield, if you take the shielding off the thing, you'll get a clearer and stronger signal, but you'll expose the ship to some of that radiation.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I always wanted to turn.
Like
we'll be fine.
You're in like life support, so it's not going to be you. It's going to be components of the ship that is at risk.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we risk some radiation damage to the ship's circuits and things like that. Okay. Yeah. I'm prepared to give that a go.
Cool.
Oh my god!
Shit.
What have you done? What did you?
Failed.
Sampha
Incinerated our ship.
Sampha, in the cockpit, you see in the cockpit you see like a little thing being like radiation shields have been lowered, and then like 3 seconds later you see like starboard engine has been overloaded, overloaded. Capacitors have blown, and you feel, and you're like, and you've basically got like an engine blown. You can't maneuver.
Actually, before it gets too bad,
I feel like this is the international symbol for resist.
Yes. Yeah.
Remember that you can always resist for other people as well if you want to.
I actually have a thing I'm going to use here. My character sheet vanished. I'm trying to make it reappear. There we go.
You're going to use your special armor?
I'm going to use my special armor. Yeah. So yeah, I resist.
Cool. Awesome.
Which I'm is like, I don't like. Yes, there is probably some damage, but before it gets too bad, I mean,
yeah, you know that the capacitor is blown, but it's not broken. But it's not like, so there's a capacitor that's blown in there.
Yeah.
But it just means that engine can't go as powerfully, right? Like, it means that it's still operational, but it's damaged.
Cool.
And I'm gonna put. No, I'm not gonna put a thing on it, right? Like because you resisted it, it doesn't actually.
Sure.
It doesn't tick onto the.
It's just a fiction thing.
Yeah, but like if you come into a situation where you have to move, where you got to go fast, that might come into it.
Yep. Okay.
If you
If
you turn on all the thrusters right now, you'll be doing donuts.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. All good. Great. So, do I find anything out?
Not with a 1 or a 2. I suppose no. Okay. No. What is it? Let me just gather information. Blades in the dark. Gather information. I need the book. Sorry.
I'm now in intimate mode.
36 and 37.
Very comfortable mode.
We have 6 questions that we could ask, I guess. Maybe Ash will just give us a couple, like...
I mean, it's totally reasonable I don't get anything. I did roll terribly.
Sorry, what question? How many questions do we have? What?
So if down the bottom of the character sheet, gather information.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's those questions. So I was thinking, like, maybe Ash would just say, you can have 1 question.
I'll give you a question. Yeah, I'll give you a question. That's fine.
I think what's really going on here is the best question if I'm going to ask anything.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, I'll go with what's really going on here.
Cool. I think what happens is you open the service panel to that blown engine to have a look, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see. How many of you have read the Mystery of the Emagawa Fault?
No.
Oh no, it rings a
Okay.
bell.
It's you see. I think the first thing you see when you open it is like a green gray withered thing that looks like a hand, but like all of the bones are kind of like broken and the skin is like withered and mummified, and then you kind of like follow it. You follow it into the machinery, and it's like bent around a piece of machinery, and then you like look further in, and you see like some ribs, and then like a hip, like with like like it's all like bony and emaciated, and the skin is shriveled, and you see and then you peer right in, and you see like right at the back you see this face, and it like stares at you, and its lips are like peeled back from its mouth, and it stares at you almost corpse like, and then it blinks, and then it says in the little old lady voice, somehow without moving its lips, 81,009.
We're getting a new ship.
I replace the panel. And I go over to Barton.
We're leaving. Let's just get in our
Barton.
Barton,
Look in there.
Barton, before that happens, you do notice that there are life form readings in this saucer. That's the one thing we did report.
Guys, we got life forms. I'm tracking life on that saucer section.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're we're a kilometer from there. We're on top of it in space terms. There's life over there. Sorry, Tash, you're going to say?
Go have a look in behind that panel.
Oh.
Sure, I'll double check you're working. I walk over to the panel. I'm wondering why Tash has screwed it back on, and I unscrew all of the keys, and I gently take the panel off. What do I see?
You see the same figure. It stares at you wild-eyed. A sliver of spittle like runs down its chin.
Oh my god!
All right.
So creepy.
Okay, so my sense of calm is harmed. What essential systems are in this panel?
It's the secondary. It's the secondary starboard drive. Right, like it's the thing that it's like the high beams for the make go fast on the starboard side.
Yeah, but it's repairable, right?
Yes.
And there's a whole other ship over there, correct? Lots of spare parts.
Yes.
Look, I hate to do this, but apparently I get XP from this kind of shit. And I am carrying a detonator.
Yes. I would like to remind you what happened last time you used a detonator.
Awesomeness happened.
Are you going to warn us to get
so
into our spacesuits? Abandoned ship?
I'm sure we're all in spacesuits. Did you not hear me? And as I'm like taking my detonator out. I'm pulling the pin but not releasing it, and I'm holding my hand in the space going, tell me this is a bad idea.
And I'm like, ah.
Oh, so are we in the ship?
Not anymore. Get
yes, you are in the
out
ship.
of there.
Or, like...
You are all aboard the Swallow.
I
mean, you could get into the shuttle. Like the two of you could get into the shuttle for safety.
There's a dead thing.
I mean, like we can go into like a separate system of the ship, like that, like a separate area of the ship, right? Like that's.
Wait, so we can go into that separate area of the ship and like worry about the dead thing in our starboard engine coil.
No. I mean to avoid being blown up when you release the detonator.
Right.
I mean, the detonator theoretically should be able to tear apart about half the ship if you deployed it well.
Right. That seems bad.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if deployed carefully, maybe you could destroy less of it.
Yeah.
But you'd have to be
We're good,
careful.
we're good,
That's
we're
all.
good.
You'd have to be very careful about
Sorry,
how you
panic.
exploit
I
it.
saw a threat to the vessel, and I thought blowing it up was the best idea possible because there's
That's
a
okay.
starship.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tash,
Ching! Pink.
Tash, you know that the only way that thing could have gotten in is by climbing in through the engine, like, exhaust, like the thing where the fire is coming out, right? Where the radiation comes out of the engine, because that's the only thing that's exposed to space when you're flying.
Yeah.
And it would only be able to do that while you were flying.
Shit. Yeah, so it's not going to be bothered by, like, explosions.
I'm just letting you know that's a thing.
But I mean, like, at this point, Barton's dropped the detonator, right? Like,
No.
Barton has put the pin back in the detonator.
Oh, okay, right. Cool. Okay. That thing must have come in through the engine while we were flying.
What does mystic ammunition do?
What is what?
Ooh.
Mystic ammunition.
It's ghost bullets.
I have some.
I'm pretty sure. I'll double check. I'm pretty sure the description is
Right,
basically.
so basically, Barton like puts his grenade back on his harness, walks back into shot, and goes like changes clip. Now his gun's glowing apparently.
I'll find it for you.
Have a look.
Kill it. Kill it with ghost bullets.
Whatever it is.
Mystic ammunition, a large caliber shell designed to be fired from a specialized gun that releases mystic energies when it hits. Grants potency against mystic targets. Potency is the thing of like, silver has potency against werewolves.
Yeah.
Okay, counter proposal, Button. Before you shoot it, you said we're, like, as you point out, we're pretty much right on top of this point where it wants to go, maybe?
You want to explore.
I mean, maybe... Okay, let's just watch it really closely and get there and see if it leaves.
Go into the giant radiation thing?
Oh, because it's all... Is it like just an area of floating radiation, or...
There is a broken open warp core that is just leaking radiation into the space around it.
Okay, right.
And
your suits are set to be able to resist a certain amount of radiation, but not like they can't resist it infinitely.
Yeah, no,
All right.
totally. That's
okay.
fine.
So here's what we need to do. Tash, you need to go to the other ship. Find out if there are people over there you can talk to and work out what's going on. Sampha, you need to be at the controls. If shit goes weird, you need to fly out. I'll be here with my magic bullets.
Wait, so you're willingly going to attempt Tash if things go wrong? Sorry, attempt to leave Tash?
All right, Tash, you're going to stay here. Sampha's going to go.
It's fine. I am probably best equipped to go into a hazardous environment. Like, it won't be the first. It's not the first time.
Yeah, you're good at this.
It's
I
fine.
like the idea that
I mean,
they tell
I don't know how
that they're more resistant to radiation.
But you have practice.
You look, if I could send Diana over there, I'd send Diana over there. But we don't have Diana. And Sampha, I need you to fly the ship. Tash, I'm depending upon you.
Can I rig up some like temporary improved radiation shielding for a spacesuit?
Yes, if you can roll a rig.
Great. And we've got a gambit because we're on a job, right?
Yes, you should have started with one.
Go for it.
I am going to spend a gambit.
Yep.
Spend it.
Now, this sounds controlled, but limited.
Okay.
Unless you have gear or something that changes that.
Yeah. Let's see what I have. I've got spare parts.
Yeah, that.
Oh, that seems worthwhile.
Is that relevant?
I'll give you standard with spare parts if you expend them.
Yeah, totally. And I don't think this will come into effect for this roll, but afterwards I have overclock, which means because I'm spending gambit on a rig roll to a repair or upgrade, I'll treat the system I worked on as one quality higher for the remainder of the job.
Yep.
Right.
Great. So I am rigging. It's so. Did we say controlled and standard?
Controlled and standard now. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Devil's Bargain.
I mean, you could take some of the stuff from the other suits.
Oh.
Like you could take the radiation filtration system from like one of the other some of the other suits on the ship.
I guess you can take mine then.
Okay.
Because Barton's using.
Yep. Sounds good. Okay. I will grab an extra bonus dice for that.
Yeah. So. Oh no! If I have one more stress, then I pass out. I can't help.
Oh no, you don't. Yeah, no. I'm taking Devil's Bargain, so it's all good. Ash, just to check. So because I'm using overclock, so it's spending a gambit. Do I still get the bonus for spending the bonus dice for spending a gambit, or does that get expended in the use of this ability?
Let me see. Overclock.
It's slightly ambiguously
on a rig
phrased.
roll to repair or upgrade. Yeah, so you're spending a gambit to get a bonus dice.
Okay, cool.
And you're also taking a Devil's Bargain. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
So you've got 2 bonus dice.
Yep.
There's that 6. Very nice.
Yay!
Everything inside this suit smells like pine. Because you got one of those little air freshener things is like
beautiful
wedged into a piece of like there's a piece of air freshener like wedged into one of the filtration systems that you just can't get out, but it's fine.
Oh no. Yeah, no matter how much I try. Okay, I bet that weird creepy thing in the engine could, but I'm not going to ask. Okay, cool. So I'm in this like now because my spacesuit is already like really bulky, so now it's like heavy duty. Because it has this extra like radiation.
Yeah, you're like wrapped in tinfoil.
Yeah, totally.
You look like way more NASA than anyone ever does in this show.
Cool.
Look at you, hipster, space hipster.
So old school.
So
this is how. Yeah.
What do you do now that you've fixed up a suit?
Yep. So
I feel like Barton led that team action. Does that? I don't know what that mechanically does. Like Barton was like telling everyone how they would do things.
I didn't call it.
You were the one
it wasn't an action.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Look, I think it's more role playing than leading a team action. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, cool. Well, I guess I'll take the shuttle. Like, can the shuttle dock, or like at least get close to things? Like,
yeah, no, the shuttle you'll have to helmet in there. Like there are no functional docking points on this broken, like this giant broken flying saucer. Yeah, you'll have to like park it into like a section of like cabin somewhere.
Yeah.
Like and as you're heading out, you see like a piece like break off, and there's like arcs of electricity like sparking between it as it drifts away.
Let's see. Well. I'm just wondering if I do that or like try to jump across again.
I mean,
we are in a more controlled environment, so I can actually anchor myself to our ship, which means I might run into something, but I'm not at risk of just floating off into space.
Yeah, we can always reel you back in.
I can man the ship's grapples and cover you.
I don't know if being grappled would be. I don't know if that's meant to be used on people, but I like it.
No, the grapples are designed to like grab onto other ships.
Yeah.
I mean, what you could do is you could grapple the other ship, and then like you could like pull yourself down the line.
Oh, cool! If we can get close enough without our ship like exploding from radiation damage, I'll do it.
I can grapple the other ship. I can grapple bits of the other ship. You tell me what you want, Cash, and
sounds good. Yeah, let's do that. I have more scramble than I have helm, so
okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, Ash, what are we doing?
I think you're helping, Barton. You're helping with the scramble.
Yep.
And what's my position?
I take stress.
Your position is, I think, if you're doing the grappling thing, it seems like your position is only risky, and your effect is standard.
Yep.
You're gonna get onto the outside of the ship, and you're gonna have to like clump Magna boots around.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I trade position for effect?
By holding onto the grapplers as they get shot towards the ship at into the cabin, right? Like what you'd be doing is you'd be holding onto the grappler, right? And it would do the piercing thing it does, right? Where it goes pink and then opens into the ship, which means you would be inside afterwards.
Or can we just aim the grapplers into like an exposed part of the ship rather than an external
Can I
part
just
of the ship?
grapple the ship and you climb along? Please?
I mean, that's
totally.
yeah, just grappling the ship and climbing along is risky standard. The question is,
yeah, that's fine.
can we be more badass?
Yeah, no, I'll just
I
take
don't
risky
know. I
standard.
think that we should just shoot Tash towards the ship. I think that'd be great. Isn't that
I mean, the
similar
grapplers
to
are
what we
designed to
did
pierce
last
hulls.
time?
They're designed to pierce hulls.
Okay, fine. We'll do it.
It's your choice. It's actually Mel's choice. So
Failed.
See, we should have shot you through.
It's true. It's
we
true.
went with risky and standard. So I am not going to like fucking destroy you much. 42.
Everyone waves to Diana in the distance as she sips a cocktail and probably pashes some amazing woman.
Yeah.
God, she's probably on the fucking saucer section getting drunk right now.
Like somehow I believe that.
Right?
You're supposed to get a gambit every time you roll a 6 on a risky.
Oh,
Oh
cool.
my god, then I've gotten us like 2 or 3 gambits.
Yeah, literally. At least one.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1. I've gotten us 1.
There was the doctoring roll before. That was risky. Oh no, that didn't matter because it was downtime recovery.
Yeah,
So it wasn't actually
no.
risky.
Yeah, so like you start like climbing along this rope, and as you're doing so, another piece breaks off of the ship and starts just slowly drifting towards you. It's gonna like knock you off the thing. Yeah.
It's going to what? Sorry.
So what? No, sorry. I should do this like John Harper, because this is how the game is designed to be played. A piece breaks off the ship, and knocks you off the cable. Yeah. And then you drift towards the hull of the saucer and like bash your head on the thing.
This is exactly what happened last time.
You're real bad at this.
Well, not exactly, but like, sorry.
Or real good.
I should stop doing this. This is a bad idea.
Yep.
Cool. So I take harm.
Yeah, you're gonna take harm if you don't do anything.
What level of harm am I looking at for this one?
I think it's just level 1 harm.
I'll take the harm.
Risky. What does it say it should be? It should be you suffer harm. It doesn't say it has to be bad harm. So yeah, it's level 1 harm, and it is like jarred neck.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
Right. Like you cannot turn your head.
Okay. Cool. So anything that would involve a lot of like, I guess, flexibility and that kind of thing would be less reduced effect, right?
Yeah. Exactly right.
Cool. Okay. Awesome.
If you're going,
sweet.
for instance, if you were looking around a strange spaceship, you'd have a hard time like getting the visibility you need.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Totally.
So we see Tash like Barton. You see Tash disappear behind a piece of wreckage, and then when the wreckage passes, you see her floating through space, and she just like collides with the hull of the ship before the magnaboots like grip in, and you see her just float unconscious for a little bit before she like comes to, standing up, magnet onto the ship, and we go to break.
Oh my god. Yes! Yay!
We'll be back in a minute,
Great.
chat. More of this space nonsense in 5 minutes. Bye.